Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. Today we are taking our first look at Calligrapher, which that probably says, but I can't read Chinese, so I couldn't say for sure. But that's what the game is called. So this is a game that came out a couple of months ago. I believe it's still in early access, and it's pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You learn to do Chinese calligraphy. So that sounds on the face of it very simple, and it's not necessarily a game, I suppose, but it is the exact sort of thing that excites me so much in VR. Like, this is why VR as a medium excites me. I should also say a massive thank you to the devs before we go any further. Thank you for providing a key so I could take a look at the game, much appreciated. So welcome to Calligrapher. Oh, something. Touch the handle of the desk and hold down the trigger, drag up and down to adjust the desk height. Ah, I see. Lovely. Touch the ink stick, press the trigger to pick it up. Please grind the ink on the inkstone. Now move the ink stick back to the place. Press the trigger when the slot is highlighted to put it back. Well, then why did I do that? Touch the brushes on the brush holder. When the brush is highlighted, press the trigger to pick it up. Please hold the brush as in... Oh, okay, so you actually have to hold it in a slightly different way. Interesting. Oh, but it does feel much more like a... Yeah, oh, no, I like that. I immediately like that. Dip the brush into the colour boxes. You can test the colours on the panel next to them. What, this? And that's just your standard... Well, you can actually mix it up a little bit. Oh, I like that as well. You can use a brush to write or draw on the paper now. Sort of like that. Nice. A little bit of purple flowing through there. We went too far and we lost our brush. Touch the brush holder when the stick is highlighted. Press the trigger to put it back. Almost dropped the controller then, though. That's the only problem with that. Touch the stamp and press the trigger when the stamp is highlighted to pick up the seal. Now pick up the stamp and make some decent seal. Boom. Done. Put it back again. Tap save to open the save panel. Oh, I don't have to lean all the way across, I see. Yeah, let's save that absolute masterpiece. Wonderful. It has been saved. There is my masterpiece. You can view it in the panel. Tap the thumbnail to show more. I think that's probably enough. I don't think I need to look. I mean, it's right in front of me as well, to be honest. There are more templates to choose from. Let's have a look at the templates. Oh, I see. I didn't mean to actually select one, but there it is. Is that the end of the tutorial now? I suppose it would be. What else is there? Only the one song at the moment. We're going to turn that down just a wee bit. It'll be put down in post anyway, but just for my benefit right now. So this shows you how you actually draw these characters then. So this is the thing that I was very excited about. So let's grab a brush. I feel like it'd be nice to have like the same symbols duplicated underneath. So as this sort of tutorial is going along, I could do the same thing. So I think devs, if you ever watch this, that'd be a nice little thing. Maybe having numbers next to the strokes, because I know that there's a very particular way you're supposed to do them, and I'm sure that was terrible. Let's have another look at the templates again. And it would be nice to know what it is they are as well. But I suppose maybe if you're the sort of person who's actually doing this because you are trying to learn Chinese calligraphy, you might actually understand the characters more than I do, which is perfectly reasonable. I was just skimming through to see if any of them were the sort of duplicated ones that I was hoping to see. So I think that would be my main thing I'd like to see. So this is essentially it. This, let's say, it's not really a game necessarily. It's more like a learning simulation. I was going to wonder if it had the show thing down there. More like a learning simulation to show you how to draw Chinese symbols. words, letters. I don't know what the correct term would be, I'm afraid. But yeah, and like I say, this is the exact sort of thing that I love about VR. Like, there isn't really, you could watch YouTube videos and whatever, and you could buy the brushes and the inks and the paper yourself, but that could probably get a little bit out of hand a little quickly, and I don't have a desk this big to practice on either. Let's just try a smaller brush a second. But yeah, like I say, it's a very simple thing. And I'm sure there are, if anyone who knows how to do Chinese calligraphy is watching, I can only apologise for me absolutely butchering every one of these. When you watch people, when like if you play the chirography, it'd be nice if you could also loop a certain symbol, perhaps, as well. That'd be quite nice. Because they're doing it just like straight down, pretty much. It'd be nice if there was a symbol which was a little less complicated. And I think I'm probably using the wrong size brush as well. But yeah, so I just wanted to show this to you guys, because I actually requested to take a look at this. Quite often when I say that a dev's given me a game, it means that the dev has just sort of found me on one of the key sites and has offered me a chance to take a look. But this is something that I specifically requested to take a look at, because I was particularly interested in seeing it. And not just seeing it, but showing you guys these other sort of things that VR can do. Not just games, which is obviously a lot of what you do see on the channel. Oh, bit of a tracking issue there. But these other experiences. There's another one that it's a free thing called Colosseum VR, and it's very similar to I don't know if you guys have seen the like a couple of the VR museums that I've done previously. But those are the sort of things which very much excite me. Or if you ever saw the Sistine Chapel video that I did, where it gave you like a really high detailed look at the Sistine Chapel on your own, no other tourist, you could get right up close to it, and plus it gave you like a narrated tour of it as well. The sort of thing that you would never get in real life. You're never going to get a foot from the Sistine Chapel, the actual ceiling, in your lifetime. You'd have to be like a billionaire to get that, and even then that'd probably be quite a difficult thing to do. So it's these interesting experiences that I think a lot of people would possibly not really consider, that really excite me about VR. And if you were learning Chinese calligraphy, what an amazing thing to be able to do. Again, I know I'm doing these all wrong and I can only apologise. Oh, it does, I see, yeah. Sort of simulates how hard you might press. That just looks like a squiggle. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm absolutely just destroying Chinese cultural heritage at this point. Oh god, Andy's going to watch this. His wife's Chinese. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what his wife's name is. I've forgotten. I apologise to Andy's wife profusely, because she is probably one Chinese person I imagine will have a good chance of seeing this. Oh, that went wrong. But yeah, let's pick one which looks. Where's our relatively simple initial one? Let's go for this one, and we'll play the chirography. So it's largely what you'd expect. So stop that a second. Oh, it leaves the marks there which are interesting. If I hit undo, well, it does undo theirs. Ah. Okay. Let's not use pink. Let's use a different colour. Oh god, it's so horribly wrong already. And then it gets thicker, and then thinner, and then thicker. Was it that way at the end? I can't remember. Which way do we think this would go? I didn't watch the chirography for it. I don't know what the correct order... Is there like a rule to the order you would do them in? I feel like I should be using a... I was going to say a thinner brush, but I've gone immediately for the thicker one instead. And if you guys ever have a spare 5 minutes, it's almost like ASMR, but go on YouTube and watch people who know how to do this sort of thing do it properly. And it is very relaxing. If any of you guys are Redditors and you've seen like Are Oddly Satisfying, it reminds me of that. It's the exact sort of thing that you would expect to see on there. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing there. I was going to make it up. That's fine, yeah? It's also a sort of thing that if you went to China, you'd probably have a good chance of doing as a tourist. I know when I went to Japan, a couple of my friends did a similar thing with Japanese calligraphy, where they went and learned how to write their name in this similar sort of paintbrush style, although again that might get me in trouble with Chinese people. They're probably very different. They're probably like wars between the calligraphy departments of China and Japan. I really hope this isn't a culturally insensitive video. It's not meant to be. Please don't hold me against it if it is. Or maybe it'd be nice to have, like, if the devs don't want to do like one above, one below, maybe like have it so it plays, so you can select which one you want to play the geography on, and it plays it once large for you. I mean, this one I've got no chance at. And then it like puts it like maybe up here, or maybe just like in the corner, like have a little box here where it goes up to. Same with this one, then it put it up like here. That could be quite nice. And then it just plays it over and over again. I think the idea of having just like 5 there, with it being done with the geography, and then like you have the same ones down here. Because they could... I don't want you don't want to make it a game, do you? But people do like to have some sort of progressions thing, sort of. So you could have it like that, and then have it looping, and then have the same sort of template underneath, so you can follow along. Then the next level could be maybe it's looping, but you get a blank square to follow along with, so you don't have the template to follow. Then maybe you could have it just play once, and then it doesn't play again, and then you can do it. Maybe then it plays once and then it disappears, it doesn't show you the finished product, and then you have to do it in like a blank square. I'm drawing all over this, it makes no difference. Like, how do I draw a blank square? It's stuff in the middle of the square, but you know what I mean, you see what I'm getting at. And then obviously the final thing would be to, or the next thing would be to have just that there, and then you have to duplicate it down below, and then it would just be a blank square, and you just have to do it from memory. Yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We'll have another go. We'll try one which looks a little bit more... See the sort of patience that they use to do that? I'm using the same size brush, so it's so if I undo, does it undo mine or does it do... And if I stop and say play, it just start from the beginning. So definitely having a pause option, I think, or doing it per symbol would be really good. Because I can't even see, oh, that's a clear button there, perfect. Didn't need to lift it there, and that was too thick. I want to try that again. It's too thick again. It's better. Once more into the breach. Terrible ending. And it's actually a really nice way of using the the one not the one controllers, that's the Vive, but the index controllers. So it does feel, obviously the weight's a little bit different. Nope. But it does feel, I could use my other hand to do that stuff, couldn't I? I won't have to keep moving my my grip then. You know, it is pretty much how you would hold a paintbrush to do this. I keep trying to redo it, and I'm pretty sure it's just getting worse each time. Obviously, you don't have the feel of putting brush to paper. It's just that end of it I want to try and get better. That's a bit better. I mean, it's obviously still terrible, but I feel like it's better. But yeah, so I'm probably going to leave that about there. I suppose what we should do is maybe have a go on a blank one and just have a bit of fun. Pop over to this. They do have orange, and orange is sort of the channel colour, isn't it? And obviously what we'd want to do is do some form of ant. So I've done that, because that's perfect. Yep, that's what I wanted. A little neck, beautiful. Some sort of body, yep, okay. And then a little connecting segment, and then... like that's the gaster, so we'll put some stripes on that to show that it's stretched, wonderful. And then we want some legs, we want to give it a little bit of a different colour. I like that you can just mix the colours like that. I can't think of another game where you mix the colours in that sense. Like I think in the paint spray games and stuff, you just had like your RGB colour wheel sort of thing, didn't you? So having the ability just to mix it yourself is really nice. It'd be nice if you could clear this. That would be quite nice, I think. It's because I'm trying to do it like sort of brush strokes. I mean, the head's obviously the worst bit. And that just looks like I've given it a mustache. But there you go. I'm gonna save that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Look at that. And then we want to do a little trying to write Antz, but I'm going to run out of space, I think. That's the T, obviously. No, let's get rid of that. I don't like that. No, not the whole thing. Woo! I'm so glad you can undo the clear. Let's try and do it. Oh, it'd be nice if you could save your colours as well, because I don't know how I'd get back to that same... That's pretty much there, I suppose. That same colour again. So I'm going to try and do a little Antz down here. That last bit went a little bit wrong, didn't it? I want to do that last bit again. That's better. Happy with that. Happy with that. A little umlaut on top for some reason. Who knows why? And just a little whoop, whoop. Like a crying smiley face. A little bit of hair. I like the way the brush wibbles when you do that, that's nice. And then we want to get a little bit of different colour for like the... Yep, perfect. Ear, ear. Wonderful. I might undo the face. I think that's taking it too far. We can't go back any further, but we'll leave that there. Okay, let's save that again. Wonderful. Let's have a look at my works. That's where we started. That's where we ended. Oh, I didn't do the stamp. I didn't do the stamp. Excellent. Now we need to save that again. I don't know where the stamp's supposed to go. Well, that's where it's gone. Awesome. Well, like I say, is that like a Chinese sort of interpretation of an ant? Is it just because it's got like the wispy mustache thing going on, like the dragons do? I think it is, isn't it? I kind of like it though. It's not going to be the new logo for the channel, don't worry. Not like the Kingspray one from all those years ago. But yeah, there we go. That's you, Calligrapher. What a wonderful, wonderful thing. What a wonderful, wonderful thing. A massive thank you to the devs / publishers for letting me take a look at that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if it's something that interests you, take a look. Like I say, it's in early access at the moment. There are things that I would like to see change. I've mentioned them several times, so I won't go into them again. But it's just one of those things that, like I say, it's exactly what excites me about VR. This is just what I love to see things like this. And as I mentioned that Colosseum VR one as well, which I'm hoping to get around to doing at some point as well, just to show you guys that. Because again, visiting a proper Colosseum, like not a ruin, but a full in-life Colosseum with crowds and tigers. I don't know what it's got in it. It might have crowds and tigers, I don't know. But that sort of thing is just, yeah, that's what VR is about to me. And if you haven't checked out, in particular, the Sistine Chapel video that I did, I can't remember, it might just be called Sistine Chapel or Michelangelo's something, I don't know. But see if you can find it on the channel, because it's definitely worth taking a look at. Or if you've got VR, take a look at it yourself. It's an amazing experience, and I couldn't recommend that enough. So yeah, there we go. As you can tell, I'm quite enthused about this. If you've enjoyed this, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all those good things. That'd be massively appreciated. Don't forget I stream Wednesdays at 7 PM UK time, playing something wildly different to this, Total War Warhammer 2, which we're about to finish, and then I'm probably going to do a City Skylines run, see if we can build an interesting city. So come along and say hello in either of those if that interests you, or if it doesn't, just say hello anyway and tell me it doesn't interest you. I'll be equally happy to see you. Otherwise, I'll see you next time in some sort of magical VR adventure, which will hopefully be half as enjoyable as this was. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.